See, would you play the LeBron James comments after the loss yesterday, San Antonio Spurs?
I mean, I think we're at a point now where we protect the shooter more than the driver. I mean, there's no reason I should be going to the line 4 times in a game when I drive 100 times to the paint. I'm getting hit and slapped and grabbed and whatever, whatnot. So, but we protect the shooter. That's what it's turned into. Chicks dig the long ball, and that's what it's about.
All right, what is LeBron saying here?
I kind of agree with him. We officials, I should say we, the media, but really the officials, they officiate LeBron much different than they probably do the rest of the players, because for so many years he's been the biggest, the baddest, the strongest, and you can't call a foul on every single drive by LeBron James. And I looked at the numbers. He has gone to the line the least amount of times since his rookie season this year. And I agree with him. He's not settling for jump shots. He's become a much improved jump shooter, but he has still put the ball on the deck and let me get to the hole and use my strength. And the fact that he's only going to the line 4.5, 5 times is kind of ridiculous. So I see his point, but that's the way the league is now, because they do want to protect the jump shooters because we're a jump shooting league. That brute strength. He would be averaging 10 to 15 free throws in the late 80s, 90s. Easily.
But how are we protecting the jump shooters here? Paulie, would you run down the guys who have the most free throws attempts this year?
James Harden's number
Harden?
1.
Yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is number 2.
Yeah, he's not a jump shooter. These are guys who go to the hoop. Harden gets fouled. He'll initiate contact, or he'll fool you into running into him. But I mean, he's driving all the time. I don't. These aren't jump shooters who are getting these fouls called.
Well, I would say this. They officiate him differently, because when you stack up LeBron James versus Harden and Antetokounmpo, he's a man. Well, he's a man now, but before he's always been that man child. He's always been bigger than everyone. Same way with back with MJ or with Magic or Bird. Those guys got fouled just about on every possession, but you can't call every possession.
But I'm trying to figure – now, I do agree that they don't know how to officiate LeBron. They didn't know how to officiate Shaq. It feels like he's lobbying for something here. Like, hey, I just want to – when you put that little whisper in the official's ear about, hey, he's holding me, and then next time down, then he calls holding on the guy. Feels like that's what LeBron is doing.
It'll be interesting. The last, I believe they have 22, 23 games left, to see if his free throw attempt to rise up as he enters the playoffs. Because, look, he's lobbying for the big picture come playoff time. He wants to get to the line. LeBron should be at the line 8 to 10 times a game.
Yes.
Easy.
I have no problem with that. Yeah.
With his makeup and how he plays the game, he should be at the line 8 to 10 times a night.
But he does settle for the jumper far more than he did than his rookie year. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that these are the fewest free throws since his rookie year. He's not afraid to take a pull-up jumper, and he never did that before. He's
not, but at the end of the day, his game is putting his head down and getting all the way to the rack.
Yeah. I don't think we're looking. I think we're officiating LeBron differently. I don't think we officiate jump shooters differently. I think LeBron wanted to put the blame on something else instead of saying I'm not getting the calls that I should be getting, and it's just about me. Now all of a sudden, like jump shooters, I just don't.
Well, look at Steph Curry. Steph Curry's the best jump shooter probably the game has ever seen, and he goes to the line 3 times? If
Six.
He goes to the line 6 times. I'm surprised at that.
He and LeBron are tied.
Well, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. So I see LeBron's point.
Yeah, but Steph goes to the hoop, too. It's not like he's just a standalone shooter.
Not really. He goes to the hoop, but not like LeBron James. LeBron James is carrying 2 or 3 defenders with him every time to the hoop.
Yeah. I understand that we don't know how to officiate him just like Shaq. I get that. But.
And you made a great point. You're right, because we did not know. Shaq changed the rule. First of all, Wilt changed it. Then Shaq changed it. Because how do you officiate guys that are that big and that strong?
What was it like to foul Shaq?
Oh, my God. No, not necessarily foul Shaq. back when you had to go across and do cross screens, because they don't even do that now. It was cross 5, and I had to get Rick Smith's open. So it was the shooting guard. It was my job on a cross 5 to go across, and they say put a body on Shaq. And I would look at Larry Bird. I would look at Rick Carlisle. I would be like, look, I'm going to do my best at 185. You want me to put a body on Shaq? Like, he would just, like, toss me away. So I started to, like, use a little bit of elbows, maybe a little bit of a leg whip to try to get Rick open. But it was, like, comical trying to put a body on Shaq.
Man.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.